I might just use this. I think this might be a thing. Alright, so this is Malsiv. Welcome back. I was chatting with one of my server mates, Mr. Wookie, earlier today, and he had an idea. He had a cool idea. Like a super cool. It's just really cool, okay? Let's just leave it at that. Wanted to do something. Sorry about the cough. It's a thing. Anyway, he had this idea for, I guess it's going to start as a mini-game competition type thing. And it's going to probably end up as a lot more. Maybe a whole Western-themed village. He's got some big plans. I'm super excited to be a part of it. There was some redstone. It was a little complicated, I guess. But I haven't figured it out yet, so we'll still call it complicated, right? And he wanted some assistance with that, wanted to get that kind of working. And I have some ideas. There's a spot that I think will work really well for this. I want to say, yeah, right down in here. So this is where... I think this is a nice little place for a town, right? Let's get up on this hill a little bit. So yeah, there's a river over that way. We've got this big area here, a little mountain up behind it. It'll have to be terraformed a little bit. Badlands is obviously where we want to be for a western village, but it doesn't have a lot of trees. The land itself looks pretty good. It's got a paler grass. I think all that'll work out just fine. So I'm going to start building over here, I think. But conceptually, got to get this working. And of course, it's nighttime. Bastard. Alright. So there's bad guys running around. Not really ideal. There we go. Friends are there to help. Thanks, Med. Okay. So the concept of the game, it's a really cool concept. It's an older concept. It's been around for a little while, and the idea is that multiple players will get in together. Everyone bids a certain amount, 5, 10, 20 diamonds, whatever it may be. So there's a pot that you try to win. And when you start the game, you're presented with two options. Either continue the game or stop the game. And if you stop the game, everyone left standing gets a share of the prize. So say 6 people get in, 6 people put up their entry fee, their bid, and they all vote. You see that shot? Look at me. I'm sorry. I'm just impressed with myself. Anyway, so if the initial people all vote to be done, then well, the game's over and you get your money back. If you vote to continue, this is where things get sort of fun. You then are going to have one person at random be ejected from the game. Alright, well, it didn't work the way I had hoped. Anyway. And then you can continue the game on. So once one person's ejected, everyone will vote again. Now, ideally, you want to be the last one standing, because then you get all of the loot. Awesome. If you don't want that risk, you can vote to stay. Now the thing is I know in games like this in the past, you could actually lose out if you weren't one of the people saying, hey, let's share. I don't think we're going to implement that in this. I've kind of chosen this spot right here as to the place where this particular feature is going to go. Kind of leveling the ground off. Now, keep in mind, per my usual MO here, conceptually I have a plan. I have not done anything to make this work in like a creative mode or anything like that. So, all right, we are going to start kind of playing around with what is presented to us and see what we can find and see what we can do. So, first of all, we're going to need glass chambers. So I brought some glass with me. And it does have to be super big. So the concept will be, we'll have a center area. We can have, like, say, one person will be behind this glass door. We're going with 6. That presents a little bit of a challenge. That's fine. So we'll kind of go 1, 2, 1, 2. So we'll have, these will be the chambers, right? All right, and give myself a little bit of breathing room. Like this. What did I do over here? Just 1. All right. So you'll be standing behind this glass, so you'll be able to look out and see everyone else in their chambers. I think. Give me the terracotta. We'll do that. Because I think... yeah, you can't see everyone this way. And I'm kind of thinking, well, if it's got to be a hexagon in Minecraft is a pain. Because 6 sides don't work out very well. Alright, so if I got this one here... I'm just going to try to play with this in dirt. You're kind of watching a terrible... I have no plan. Let's just face it. You came here on accident and stayed for some reason, and now you're stuck watching me pretend I know what I'm doing. And I know. You're not. You can leave. Some of you just did. Sorry to see you go. Really, I am. Try to have some fun. You know, this is not a hexagon. I was about to make an octagon. That's no good. Alright, so if we come out like this, so there's 4 there, 4 there. We can do something else elsewhere. But then, this is too big. This needs to be more cozy. That's my problem. Okay. Okay, that's better. So now we've got a nice area here. It's a little bit smaller. Doesn't really need to be this big either. Alright, that's good. So, technically, we could have 2, 4, 6, 8. We could have 8, but that doesn't fit with a 6 shot. Triangles don't work in Minecraft. Okay. Worked out that debacle a little bit. So, I'm going 4-sided. Okay. So, yeah, that is my bad at this point, because we're going to have a guy here and there, but not really room over here. We do have to expand this. So, that's my bad. Oof. Okay. So, the gist of all of this is that we do need to, make everything a little bit bigger, which, no big deal. No big deal. We're just going to make it bigger, which is not going to work at all because they're going to drop straight down onto redstone torches. So, we need to remedy that. I think that will not work. I'm doing this wrong. Trying to get too fancy. And I don't need to be. Because there's a way easier way to do this. Okay, so here's my cool idea. It's not really that cool. It's not really that interesting. But I do a spruce. Oh, bless my hoarding. Let's get rid of those. There we go. This is all we need. Because they're just going to fall to their doom. We just need trapdoors. And we can activate those way easier than what I was trying to do. Now, that does give a little tiny ledge to players, so I guess they could cheat it and kind of stand on the edge and not fall to their doom. But, you know, come on, guys. It's a game. Let's play right. All right, we got the 4 done. We're going to get one over here done. Maybe. We're going to see what we can do. Right. Okay, good. Well, at least I know things are working properly, right? That's the goal. The original plan was scrapped. So we're way down low. There are these holes. That's the surface up there. You kind of saw a star go by. The dropper. Now, there are hoppers on some of these holes. I've marked them with brick here on the floor. And these are all of the green sides of the chambers. And these will be the red sides. Once I get this system going over here, we're going to have these shulker boxes. Here's number 6 with the right amount of items to then come over here and turn off just this one. And so there'll be one for each. They'll randomly be shot out. And those feed up to these. So when one turns off, these will turn on, opening the trapdoors on one of the 6. I've cleaned up the inside of this as well. It's very calming. I like this all cleaned up. But yeah, so this is underneath one of the chambers, another. All 6 are here. So we can come up top, where initially we had 4 spots. There's now 6. Yeah, kind of get an idea there. So yeah, that will then launch from this dropper all the way down. So when you're inside one of the chambers, you can either go another round or just stop. So when everyone enters their votes, if there's any green ones, it'll randomly choose one person and drop them out of their chamber and they're out of the running. If everyone picks red, then everyone gets to be done. Still working on how that's going to work. The philosophy behind all of how I sort of build a larger machine was I built the shape of it, sort of the concept. How does this look from the end user sort of standpoint, right? So this is a mini game. So Wookie designed the layout. So we have 6 pretty much equally spaced little pods for people to be inside of, and they allow it to look like a 6-shooter, sort of the chamber, and the 4 just didn't work out very well. The 6 is just sort of much cooler. But yeah, so you'll, how does it work? Okay, we need to be able to have these buttons activate with everything. Good, the glass to see everybody. All of those are gonna need to be higher again. Like, basically what I need to have happen is that button is going to drop an item down this pit. But I don't want it open right here. And I could put a single block there, but that might look out of place. I can't really power that. I mean, I could do some redstone behind it, but I don't want to. So, casualty. We have moved everything and then realized that it needs to be moved again. And all of this is because I want the drop from up top to go lower than where the redstone is. And currently the redstone that activates it is just underneath it, which was simple. It was easy to do, but we're not going to do it that way. I need to activate it from not the inside. The inside obviously was an easy way to go, just simply because we could face to both of them pretty easily. So instead of that, how do we want to work this? Now I think easiest thing we can do easiest thing we can do, right. So we would have to come off this direction. We could do those on the inside. 2 and 2. We can't. Okay. The problem being is if I do these pointing in this way, it's not going to work out very well because the inside portions are going to cause a problem. And I can't rotate this one. So that may be another way we can do this. We might be able to do it from underneath. Oh, sure I can. So here's the interesting thing. Like, I don't want to make all of these super low and so on and so forth. But I can do some of them super low, right? So if I do, say, this one here, and we'll kind of build this so that there. So this one now can be activated from down here. So easy peasy. This is all going to come out. We'll move that around. So if this one's down low and this one's up high, they don't interfere with each other. And we can probably do this one. That shouldn't be open though. There we go. All right. So now the two on this side are going to be down low, so they can be activated a little bit easier, where the two on the other side are higher up. It's not all symmetrical and pretty, so I have a problem with that. But otherwise, I like this, because this alleviates a lot of the problems that we're having right now with the design. So this is what the pit looks like right now. We are gonna, of course, alter that at some point. So here we go. We've got all of our pits. It's just redstone action. Okay. So now the pits come through free of any redstone interference. And of course, that's very important. Now we need to get back up. We need to start kind of wiring things. So, my motto, I don't know if it's really a motto or not, but something that I firmly believe, we'll call it a philosophy, that probably works better. Tear it apart and start over. You know what? You made a mistake. That's fine. Move on. There's nothing wrong with that. So these two are down low. We can wire them in later. This side and this side need wiring to function properly. So I'd like to pull it all into the center, but I don't think that's going to work out very well. So right now we're just going to start kind of, wiring things together and then see where we're at later. If that is going to be the case, we're going to do it this way. Like that. Okay. Hopefully with less falling next time. Alright, so I'm going to work on this for a bit, and then we will get back to you.